Valentine's Day, la Saint-Valentin, Dia de San Valentim, San Valentim, Dia dos Namorados, Valentine's Day, ciência. Valentine's Day is 2 days away. This video is basically to give you some advice on 3 things that I think are important. I'm no love doctor, so this is just suggestions. This is just a little advice from me. Okay, let's start. First thing, presents. Presents, okay?
Okay.
First thing you have to look at is your limit, how you are financially, okay? Because everything, let's be honest, everything in life costs money. Even just even if you just wanted to do a little meal together at home, the cheapest option, that still costs money. So just know your limits. And what I mean is, you have to know how much money you have spared that you don't need for anything else, to pay living costs, right? How much money do you have spare to spend? And then you have to decide, well, it's Valentine's. Is it quite important to me, or is it not? And through that, then you can prioritize that money either to Valentine's or something else in your life, okay? But once you've established your money, then you will know what to buy. Now, my advice for the receiver of the present is to not expect loads, okay? Don't expect too much from your partner, because first, you're putting pressure on them. If you keep hinting to them oh, I can't wait for my present, I want this, then you're just putting pressure on them. It's not fair, okay? This hasn't happened to me. This hasn't happened to me. But what I'm saying is, I've seen it happen in other couples, and it's not fair. Because especially if your partner or your Valentine's is going through a tough financial situation, then you don't want to put that pressure on them, okay? And plus, it's Valentine's. For goodness sake, in the beginning, it was just a card that you gave to your Valentine's. Now these days, people expect to get cards. Yo, get over yourself. It's just Valentine's. No, but I know you want to treat that person. You also want to be treated. But my theory is, don't expect too much, and then you won't be disappointed, right? And just know the limits of your partner, and if you really want to spoil them, but you don't have a lot of money, do a present that's meaningful. Meaningful presents are more appreciated than priceful presents. Priceful presents, they're exciting in the beginning, but eventually they lose value. From my experience, and from being a receiver of meaningful presents, and also a giver of meaningful presents, people always appreciate it loads more. And you'd be surprised how people actually love simple, meaningful presents. Something you've crafted together that's really personal to them and your relationship, right? But presents that cost money can also be meaningful. If the person's been wanting this for a while, and you can make it personal, but that's up to you. That's okay. So that's my loose advice on that. It's obviously quite, it's different for every person. Everyone's different individual, but that's my hint on it if you are in any of those situations. Second thing, the schedule of the Valentine's date or day or whatever. If you are a couple that's been together for a while, or are quite serious, I would suggest not to make an inflexible date. You don't want to be rushing from place to place or be tied to a schedule when what you want to do together is, they'll probably get to a point in the day that you're getting tired and you want to chill down and enjoy each other's company. So yeah, if you're quite serious couples, I would personally advise not such a tight schedule day. If you're on Valentine's, it's the first date you're going with that person, or you're quite a new couple, I would suggest having a structured date, right? So don't worry so much about making it really flexible. But like plan to do something, because you don't wanna like, oh, take it too easy, right? Too flexible, and then there's like awkward moments when you guys are not doing anything, and the fun relies on how you guys get along. But because you're quite new, couple, or it's your first date, you don't know each other very well, and things can go south quite quick. So the safest bet is to do a structured date with a purpose, like what I mean is like go mini golfing or whatever, like so if you're doing fun together but you can still enjoy each other's company and get to know each other, but you're doing something that can be a distraction or whatever if things go south and you don't actually get along very well, or there's no conversation. You want to avoid like awkward silence, right? But if you're doing something, it brings conversation and you can also get to know each other. Third thing is on like restaurants, right? I'm going to talk about restaurants. I've worked in restaurants as a waitress before, and people can really get on my nerves on Valentine's Day or like Father's Day or like all those like special holidays. People can really get on my nerves. But Valentine's Day is the funniest one, right? You on Valentine's Day, it's when the restaurants are the busiest because everyone wants to go out and have a meal together, whatever. And that means that if it's busy, the service is going to be a bit slower. Food is going to be coming out a bit slower. And what I would suggest you guys don't do is, if you really don't have the patience to wait around for your food, or for less quality service on that day, then don't go to the restaurant, because you will just have a bad time. You will give the waitress or waiter a really bad time because you'll just be so moody and complaining and whatever. Okay, don't go in expecting them to be pouring you a glass of wine. Okay, they don't have time for that. I'm talking about if you go to a quite cheap restaurant, right? You go in and the most expensive dish is like £20 for a steak, right? That kind of like, if you're going to that level of restaurant, that quality of restaurant, then like don't expect the best. If you really want to have like 5-star service, have a nice environment, non-stressful, then pay a bit more money on that special day to, well, have a better restaurant, have a better experience, The reason why I'm saying this is not just because when I was a waitress it was annoying, but as well for your own experience. Like, if you don't mind that hectic environment and stuff, like, it's fine. Go ahead, go to this affordable restaurant and have your Valentine's Day, like, it's fine. But if you're the kind of person that will get annoyed with waiting, with maybe a lot of things that happen is sometimes like orders might come out wrong just because it's rushing and stuff. It's like human error, like it's bound to happen, like it's natural. Then just don't expect to go to a restaurant and just get 5-star service on Valentine's Day unless you're paying enough money to have that 5-star service on Valentine's Day. A story, right? So when I used to be a waitress, I'm not gonna name the restaurant, right? But when I was a waitress, there was this couple that came in on Valentine's, like pulled up in a Maserati, and I was like, okay. They sat at my section and they asked for the most expensive champagne. I got to the table and they wanted me to open the bottle, and I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. It was the first time I was opening a bottle of champagne, so I was being really careful so I didn't smash your eye in or something, and then the guy would be like, you ruined my date, anyway, so I was being really careful, and then they're like, okay, can you pour it for us? And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, of course, sir, of course. Like, in my head I was like, no, I've got so many other tables to do. Like, pour it yourself, yo. You're not, honestly, yo. You're not in fucking like Oxo Tower like restaurant in London, yo. Okay, this is not, no. No. But yeah, don't expect that, yo. You'll just annoy the waitress, and no, just don't do it. If you can't afford to go out and have dinner, or if you don't want to go to those affordable restaurants because it's hectic, but you can't afford to go to a better restaurant to have better atmosphere, yo, like, do it at home. Set up a nice, mood, atmosphere, environment, whatever you call it. Music in the background, candles, set up the table. Pinterest this stuff, how to set up a nice table for Valentine's, whatever. Do like cool napkin folding, buy some nice ingredients to make a nice meal. Or if you can't cook, learn. I don't know, but try your best. Or even pizza is like, can make it romantic. I don't know. Just have a nice setup at home, And yeah, that's my advice for Valentine's. Looking at the different situations, if you've got money or if you don't have money, because I know, everyone, you can still have a great time whether you're rich or whether you're not. Like, it depends how much love you put into it, and that's what Valentine's about, love, okay? And if it's about money, then I'm sorry, get another Valentine's. No, love and money. So that's my advice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and drop down in the comments if you've got any questions for advice for Valentine's, and if you'd like some more help from me. But yeah, awesome guys, have a lovely Valentine's, and I'll see you soon.